Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Gustami Yulianti. I am a student of English Language Education Department of IAIN Surakarta. Today, I want to present the summary materials of Intermediate English Grammar, which is taught by Miss Lilik Istiqomah. There are 6 materials that I would to present to you. There are noun phrase, adjective phrase, verb phrase, adverb phrase, infinitive phrase, and gerund phrase. Okay, without any further ado, let's go to the first material. The first material is noun phrase. In this section, we are gonna talk about definition of noun phrase, pattern of noun phrase, and example of noun phrase. So, what is a noun phrase? A noun phrase is a group of words that consists of noun as the head, and the modifier can be placed by adjective, adverb, noun, participle, gerund, adjective phrase, infinitive phrase, participle phrase, prepositional phrase, and adjective clause. The modifier can be before the noun head or after it. The noun phrase can be formed by the following patterns. Number 1. Single pre-modifier. It means that the modifier is only one and comes before the noun. Example, the nearby neighbor usually becomes a close family. Nearby neighbor is the noun phrase, nearby as the modifier, and neighbor as the head. In this phrase, the pattern that uses adverb plus noun. Number 2, the combined pre-modifier. It means that the modifier can be 2 or more and comes before the noun. Example, I have ever seen 2 really sophisticated swimming pools. 2 really sophisticated swimming pools is the noun phrase. This phrase consists of 4 modifiers and 1 head. The modifiers are adjective 2, adverb really, past participle sophisticated, and gerund swimming. And then the noun is pools. Number 3, single post modifier. It means that the modifier is only one and come after the noun. Example, I want something else. Something else is the noun phrase. Something as the head, else as the modifier. In this phrase, the pattern that uses this noun plus adjective. Number 4, the combined post modifier. It means that the modifier can be 2 or more and comes after the noun. Example, the guests coming to the party were disappointed with the service. The guests coming to the party is the noun phrase. This phrase consists of 2 modifiers and 1 head. The modifiers are present participle coming and prepositional phrase to the party. And then the head is noun guest. Okay, maybe that's it for noun phrase. Let's go to the next material. The second material is adjective phrase. In this section, we are gonna talk about definition of adjective phrase, pattern of adjective phrase, and examples of adjective phrase. What is adjective phrase? Adjective phrase is a group of words that consists of adjective as the head, and the modifier can be placed by adjective and adverb. The modifiers can be before or after the head. Adjective phrase can be formed by the following patterns. Number 1, adjective plus adjective. Example, the eyes are dark blue. In the sentence, the adjective phrase is dark blue. Dark as the modifier and blue as the head. Number 2, adverb plus adjective. Example, the car is truly expensive. In this sentence, the adjective phrase is truly expensive. Truly as the modifier, expensive as the head. Number 3, adjective plus adverb. Example, the house looks big enough. In this sentence, big enough is the adjective phrase. Big as the head, enough as the modifier. I think enough for the adjective phrase. Let's go to the verb phrase. The third material is verb phrase. In this section, we are gonna talk about definition of verb phrase and examples of verb phrase. So, what is a verb phrase? A verb phrase is a combination of an action verb and helping verbs. Helping verbs consist of to do form, to have form, to be form, and modal. Let's see some examples of verb phrases. Number 1, do you come with her? In this sentence, the verb phrase is do come, which get interrupted by the word you. Do as the helping verb, come as the action verb. Number 2, I have been to Jakarta. In this sentence, have been is the verb phrase, have as the helping verb, been as the action verb. Number 3, she is doing homework. Is doing is the verb phrase, is as the helping verb, doing as action verb. Number 4, I will teach you this time. Will teach is the verb phrase, will as the helping verb, teach as the action verb. Maybe that's it for verb phrase. Let's go to the next material. The fourth material is adverb phrase. In this section, we are gonna talk about definition of adverb phrase and examples of adverb phrase. Adverb phrase is a combination of two adverbs. The first one as the modifier and the second one as the head. Adverbial phrase is used to provide a more explanation of an adverb. Example, the turtle walked very slowly. In this sentence, very slowly is the adverbial phrase. Very as the modifier and slowly as the head. There is an exception to adverb enough. Namely, the head is at the beginning and the modifier is at the end. Example, the teacher explains clearly enough. Clearly enough is the adverbial phrase. Clearly as the head, enough as the modifier. Now it's time to talk about infinitive phrase. The next material is infinitive phrase. In this section, we are gonna talk about definition of infinitive phrase and function of infinitive phrase. An infinitive phrase contains a verb in its infinitive form and its modifiers and complements. Infinitive phrases can function as a subject, as an object, as a complement, modifying a noun, modifying an adjective, modifying an adverb, and modifier to show purpose. Examples of infinitive phrase. As a subject, to take care of young students is a big challenge for the new teacher. To take care of young students is the infinitive phrase, which starts with infinitive to take care and completed by prepositional phrase of young students. As an object, she always wants to be sure. In this sentence, the infinitive phrase is to be sure, which starts by infinitive to be and completed by predicate adjective sure. As a complement, the dream of many businessmen is to live a simple life without competition. To live a simple life is the infinitive phrase, which starts with infinitive to live and completed by non-phrase a simple life. Modifying a noun. The child's hope to be smart in many areas of study is beyond his reach. In this sentence, the infinitive to be smart in many areas of study modifies the noun hope. Modifying an adjective. It is possible to live a simple life. The infinitive phrase to live a simple life modifies the adjective possible. Modifying an adverb. I came to Austin to see the art exhibit. The infinitive phrase to see the art exhibit modifies the adverb Austin. Modifier to show purpose. To be smart in many areas of study, you must study hard. The infinitive phrase to be smart in many areas of study is used to show the purpose of the main clause, you must study hard. The last but not least is gerund phrase. The last material is gerund phrase. In this section, we are gonna talk about definition of gerund phrase and function of gerund phrase. A gerund phrase is a phrase that consists of a gerund plus its modifier and complements. Gerund phrases can function as the subject of the sentence, the object of the verb, the object of preposition, and the predicate nominative. Example of gerund phrase. As the subject of the sentence, the gentle pattering of the rain was a welcome sound. The gerund pattering is modified by article the adjective gentle, and the prepositional phrase of the rain. As the object of the verb, I enjoyed skiing down the mountain alone. The gerund skiing is modified by the prepositional phrase down the mountain and by the adverb alone. As the object of preposition, Aisha won a gold medal for running 100 meters. The gerund as the predicate nominative. My dog's favorite game is bringing me the newspaper. The gerund bringing has a direct object, newspaper, and indirect object, me. Maybe that's all from me. I apologize if there are any mistakes. Thank you everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.